Hello there. Um, I was just thinking recently about self-esteem and how the world around us changes our perspective on issues we initially thought that we were so convinced about. The truth is, just because an opinion is popular doesn't mean it's right. So you on your own have to ensure that you are grounded in your beliefs, in your core values. You must have a solid conviction of who you are and what you do or what you represent. Otherwise, you risk losing your identity to people's uh, popular opinions. Generally, we think that if you share something and it gets more approval from people, that makes it right. Usually, that'll be right. Like we have some universal truths that you don't need to fact check. I mean, you can't say killing anybody is right, for instance. Somebody can just go out there on a shooting spree and taking lives. I mean, that's it. That's like a universal truth. We all know that it's wrong for you to take another human life. But when it comes to ourselves, we tend to subject who we are and the beliefs that we have held on to by the person. Sometimes speaking the truth means that you're going to be hated for it. Some people will come for you. They will come at you and you'll be wondering, you are only saying the truth. Why would anybody want to attack you? But that's unfortunately how it is. Truth is uncomfortable for some people. You don't have to hold back all the same. Once you know you're on the right path, that you know what you're doing is right, I mean, you don't need anybody's approval to be kind, for instance. And if you choose not to be, nobody should hold it against you. It's an expectation, like you don't need to go out of your way to please people. You do what you can and you leave the rest. So if you are seen to have a value system that doesn't condone profanity, obscenities online, for instance, because that's not the norm in this our time, unfortunately. You may be seen as an outcast, and people may come at you and start saying you are acting holier than thou. If you are not grounded in your belief, you will almost be swayed to their side because you want to be popular. In as much as there are universal truths, we also need to be mindful of the fact that sometimes popular opinions are not necessarily true. So we need to know that. Don't let the world change you. If you're a good person and you've always been good, don't let the world change who you are. Because being nice is like overrated. People can be so nasty online because they are hiding behind the screen. You give your own opinion and they attack you because you don't share their opinion. Take for instance, during this lockdown, earlier in the first quarter of the year, there was a video that was shared on Twitter, and the guy wanted to make a point. Perhaps he would have been able to pass the point across without swearing or cursing so much. I wasn't comfortable with that. So when I saw the tweet and I realized that there was just too much profanity in what he was saying, he was one of those people who were protesting against them being compared to wear the masks. This was an incident in the United States. So the guy was swearing so much. I didn't like that. And then I just made my own opinion. I made an opinion. I commented and said that he was swearing too much. I couldn't even pick, the importance. And then someone just came at me to say that if you had listened properly, he would have. I responded. I said, it's my opinion, it's my view. You can't force me to listen to what I don't want to listen to. That's, cyberbullying. People would definitely do that with you, and everybody is entitled to their own opinion. It's a double standard of somebody deciding to be covered and someone deciding to go half naked. You understand? When you are covered, you are almost regarded as the as the outcast, like you don't fit in. But it's okay. Nobody is going to say anything when someone decides to go around, being a public nuisance. So, those kind of things that people might want to push you into a corner because you don't share their belief system. So you need to be grounded. You need to stay grounded on your belief, on your values, on your core values, such that no matter what they throw at you online or wherever, even if it's a place where there's physical presence of the people, where you're sharing your opinion, you stand by your own truth and you hold your truth. Do not allow anybody to bully you into their own corner because your view is unpopular. They will try that. They will come at you, but you need to be grounded. Stay grounded, stay firm and convinced in your own view, such that if you are going to be regarded as an outcast because you're sharing your view, which is a difference between you and them, you don't have to give in. You don't have to. If it means that you're going to be the only person standing while you're trying to prove your point, you stick to it. Don't waver.